Today, I'm going to show you the top 30 best PS5 graphics games. Projects that impress with stunning visuals and look amazing on a big screen. Let's get started. In 30th place is Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. This is a large-scale action game where you take on the role of a Space Marine fighting hordes of enemies in the heart of battle. The game perfectly captures the grim atmosphere of the Warhammer universe. 29th place goes to Kena Bridge of Spirits. Fairy tale landscapes, vibrant special effects, smooth animations, and charming characters. All of this makes it one of the most visually pleasant games. Despite its short length, the visual presentation leaves a strong impression and grabs your attention instantly. 28th place belongs to Doom: The Dark Ages, a fresh first-person shooter that finally steps away from narrow corridors and now offers large-scale battles with demon hordes in open arenas. The game retains its signature dynamics and style, but has become noticeably more cinematic. In 27th place, I've put Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It has sword fighting, story quests, and atmospheric location. Despite simplified graphics for the sake of optimization, the game still looks decent and the local forests are simply magnificent. 26th place goes to Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, a cartoon-style third-person action game that stuns with its graphics. The game looks on par with modern animated movies and showcases everything the PS5 is capable of. 25th place belongs to the Callisto Protocol. This is a corridor horror game with realistic graphics and highly detailed models. The character faces turned out especially well. In close-ups, they're almost indistinguishable from real actors. In 24th place is Assassin's Creed Shadows, the latest entry in the series. Like the previous ones, the game is a routine grind, but it impresses with its visual style and lets you enjoy the beauty of feudal Japan through different seasons. 23rd place goes to Alan Wake 2, an atmospheric cinematic thriller with horror elements. You'll experience beautiful, detailed environments, a tense story, and vivid cutscenes. From time to time, you'll need to pick up a weapon, but above all, this is a visual adventure. 22nd place rightfully belongs to Black Myth: Wukong. This is a Chinese action game on Unreal Engine 5 where you explore mythical China and fight bosses inspired by local folklore. Visually, the game can be uneven due to some questionable design choices, but in boss fights and wide shots, it looks impressive. 21st place goes to RETURNAL, a sci-fi roguelike with very stylish visual design. The game combines dark alien landscapes, dynamic special effects, and a rainy atmosphere that creates a feeling of loneliness and constant danger. Every frame looks like the cover of a science fiction novel. In 20th place is FORSPOKEN, a game that's controversial in terms of gameplay, but visually flawless. A huge open world, stylized magic, particle effects, and dynamic lighting. All of this makes the game a real special effects showcase. Spells in combat and the vast fantasy landscapes look especially beautiful. 19th place goes to Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, another game from Ubisoft with great graphics, even if not too engaging gameplay-wise. Visually, it's a true cinematic experience. The landscapes of Pandora are so breathtaking you'll want to just stand there and admire them. 18th place belongs to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, next-gen update. Even before the update, the game was visually strong, but the patch for the new consoles brought it to a new level. Sharper textures, richer colors, and a stable 60 frames per second completely transform the experience. 17th place is taken by Dead Space Remake, one of the scariest and most visually impressive horror games on PS5. The game looks especially good in quality mode, with volumetric lighting and crisp textures. In 16th place is Gran Turismo 7, the most beautiful and accurate racing simulator on the console. Every car and track is recreated with incredible precision. It's not for everyone, but car enthusiasts will definitely appreciate it. 15th place rightfully belongs to Days Gone PS5 Remaster. a zombie action game in an open world that got a second life on PlayStation 5. Improved graphics, stable performance, and 4K at 60 FPS made the game much more enjoyable and spectacular. In 14th place is HELLDIVERS 2, a co-op shooter from Sony where you fight enemies on alien planets. Despite the visual chaos during battles, the special effects and environments are impressive, especially if you stop and look closely at the details. 13th place goes to Red Dead Redemption 2, a masterpiece western from Rockstar. The game offers incredible landscapes and a detailed world, but the lack of an updated version and the 30 FPS cap prevent it from fully shining on the new console. In 12th place is Final Fantasy XVI. Although the game received mixed reviews, its graphics and visual effects are top tier. This is especially evident in the massive battles between icons, giant creatures whose fights look like a real movie. 11th place belongs to Uncharted 4: Thieves End Remastered, an action-adventure that, even years later, remains one of the most beautiful titles. Stunning landscapes, a rich storyline, and cinematic travel scenes, all of this makes the game unforgettable. In 10th place is Spider-Man 2, a dynamic action game set in the Marvel Universe. Bright battles, a lively city, and spectacular web swinging create the feeling of a true superhero blockbuster. In 9th place is Elden Ring with all its expansions. An open world, dark atmosphere, thoughtful art design, and vast environments make the game not only a gameplay hit, but also a visually powerful project. 8th place I gave to Ghost of Tsushima, a stylish samurai action game where you fight Mongol invaders, compose haiku, and immerse yourself in the atmosphere of traditional Japan. Even now, the game looks better than most modern titles and can easily compete with new releases, including Assassin's Creed Shadows. 7th place belongs to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, one of the most visually spectacular shooters in recent years, with incredibly realistic graphics and cinematic missions. The game perfectly conveys the atmosphere of special operations and makes you feel like a true elite soldier. In 6th place is Demon's Souls, a stunning exclusive and one of the most beautiful Souls-like games out there. The game was developed exclusively for PS5, which allowed it to reach an outstanding visual level, both in quality mode and performance mode. 5th place goes to Horizon Forbidden West, an action game set in a post-apocalyptic world with giant robots and vast open locations. The Burning Shores expansion is especially impressive, where the game unleashes the full graphical power of the PS5 and delivers epic scenes. In 4th place is God of War Ragnarok, the continuation of Kratos' saga filled with colorful characters, battles with gods, and journeys through fantastic realms. Visually, the game is just as impressive as its story. 3rd place I gave to Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. The game originally launched in a rough state, but after many updates, it became a true benchmark for graphics. The night city, neon lights, and reflections, all of it creates a mesmerizing futuristic atmosphere. 2nd place goes to The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, one of Naughty Dog's greatest masterpieces, which still amazes with its animation quality, detail, and powerful drama. In the remaster, the visuals became even sharper, and the game even closer to perfection. In 1st place, we have Death Stranding 2, the newest and possibly the most beautiful game on PS5. The landscapes look so photorealistic that screenshots could be mistaken for real photographs. Even though the gameplay focuses on traversal, visually this is absolute top tier. So that's the list of the PS5 games with the best graphics. Of course, everyone has their own taste, and surely each person has their personal favorite. If you think a worthy game didn't make the list, be sure to write about it in the comments. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe so you don't miss future uploads. More rankings, reviews, and game roundups are on the way. See you very soon, and as always, happy gaming!